Alright.
Tank top under this.
Okay. Okay. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Make It Make, where I always try to encourage you guys, if you can't get it to make, then make it make. And today we are going to be working with Mylar bags. All right, so like I said, we're going to be working with Mylar bags. And the reason why I want to do this is because I like to extend the longevity of my pantry. So I have a great pantry that I work out of. I do a lot of canning, obviously, and I like to have a lot of my backup foods, but it's a constant rotating pantry. So if I were to try to depend on it long term, I really couldn't do that. And the reason being is not because I'm like preparing for like this end of the world thing. It's nothing like that. It's just that I want to prepare for real life emergencies. Obviously, when COVID hit, that was a huge reality check for me. But like, what if you get into car accident and next thing you know, you're stuck with a ton of medical bills or surgery, whatever it is. And that can come up, be very expensive. Having food prepared and ready is one less financial thing you have to worry about. And you could rely heavily on your pantry, you know, if you're going through something like that. Also, if there's like a loss of a job, you know, things like that is what I like to prepare for. And so that's why I figured, you know, why not work with some Mylar bags? So that's what we're going to do and see how they work. So I got these bags here. Here are the oxygen absorbers. And when you guys get Mylar bags, make sure that you read the directions, okay? Because the absorbers, they need to be put, I mean, they absorb oxygen, so they have to be stored in, they said you can store them in a mason jar for a little bit, but not too long, or you can put them back in a bag. And I don't know why that is, it just says that, but just read the directions. And what is this? It comes with labels, which is nice. I thought I had to work off with a Sharpie. Honey, can you grab me a Sharpie? Actually, never mind. I got one right here. Okay, didn't know that. All right, so I'm gonna show you what they look like. So here are the oxygen absorbers. It's weird, they're like so impacting. I mean, it absorbed all the oxygen. And they did say that not every packet, well, when you put one of these in the 5 gallon, is this a gallon? No, it's a gallon, not 5 gallon. You put one of these guys in one of these bags here, and that it's not always gonna look like it's vacuum sealed. That's what they said. So we're gonna see what happens. Let's go put some food in and see what happens. All right, so I'm gonna open up my packet here. I have to open that right, okay. Okay, they come in individual packets of 4. Okay. Open this guy up. Oh, I can hear the air immediately. Okay. All right. And I have some small red beans here that I'd like to stock up on and put away. Okay, so we have it like that. We're gonna stick our oxygen absorber in. Get all the air out first. And I'm taking a flat iron at 400 degrees and I'm just sealing it. Feels kind of weird, but it's just what I'm going to do. I'm just going to make sure that it's completely sealed. I'll do some rice as well. It's just so weird. Gonna seal it up real good. Put a label on it. I'm gonna put rice on here. It's 4/4/22. And we have our rice. All right, so I have my packet here. I have it labeled and dated. And I don't know how long it's gonna take for the oxygen to, get absorbed all in here. I don't know if this one will get a vacuum packed look, but we'll check back in a little bit and I'll show you guys. All right, so it's been a couple of days and I wanted to show you guys what these Mylar bags looked like after they have been sealed with the oxygen absorbers in there. Which brings me to the next one of the things I wanted to talk about real quick. These oxygen absorbers are only absorbing oxygen. They're not going to absorb nitrogen or carbon dioxide, other things that are in air. So if you see air inside some of these Mylar bags, it is okay, but they are absorbing all of the oxygen, if that makes sense. And what's left, actually, from what I've read, is really good for preserving food. So let's just take a look at this. These are the beans, and look at this. Pardon me. This looks really good. I like this one. Okay, these are the beans. The rice is pretty good too. I was a little worried. This was really puffy. I forgot to try to squish out as much of the air as possible, but it ended up being pretty good. I'm satisfied with that. And then I have pasta. Yeah, this is the pasta. And one of the things I did with the pasta is when I bagged this, I left the pasta in its original bag. Now, if it was already in air, like a bag that was sealed, I would poke holes in it to let the air out before I go ahead and preserved it this way. But if it was just like an open tie bag, which that's what mine was, I just opened it up, laid it out flat, and put it in here. Stuck an oxygen absorber, sealed it, and it did really well. Now, the reason why I left it in the bag is because depending on the mill of your Mylar bag, pasta can sometimes puncture a Mylar bag. So if you see here, see that? And it's still fine. It did not go through. It didn't puncture it, but that's still with it in its original bag in here. Now, if you didn't come with a bag and it's in a box, and just get like a Ziploc bag, and you can do that as well. Now, it is recommended as far as, how many mils to use. 5 mil to 7 mil is what they would say. But, I have 4 mil, and another precaution I can take is putting my Mylar bags in these 5-gallon buckets. That's what I've been doing, putting them in the 5-gallon buckets, because Mylar bags, they're not rodent resistant either. And it's just kind of being safe on top of safe on top of safe, if that makes sense. I think when using Mylar bags, they ask that you use a good amount of redundancy when it comes to safety. Anyway, I don't know. I'm not an expert on Mylar bags. I'm learning. But if you guys do TikTok, I just want to tell you to follow Texas Prepper Mom. She's on TikTok, and I have learned just an amazing amount of information on being prepared, and she's just fantastic at that. I'll put the link down. Hopefully this link works. But guys, let me know your experiences with Mylar bags. Do you use them? Do you have any long-term plans for your pantry? Let me know in the comments. And as always, guys, take care and God bless.